Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings. I want to welcome you to another edition of Index Card Insights. And I don't know what episode this is. I think this is episode 31, maybe. Index Card Insights. We're counting down from 100. I know that. When we get to episode 1, it's going to be season 1, wrapping up of Index Card Insights. Listen, what are we talking about today? Today, I want to give you 3 often overlooked ways to grow your tribe or your audience or people who follow you. Listen, I know you think like, hey man, I don't care about getting people to follow me, dude. I don't want to build an audience. That sounds like a pain in the butt, all right? I understand. Look, here's the bottom line. The more people who care about what you have to say, the more money you're going to make on the internet. So it's like I would say to that, when you say, I don't care about building an audience, I would say to that, well, do you care about money? Because the more people who care about what you have to say, the more money you're going to make. Everyone on the internet is building an audience, all right? Everyone from the biggest company out there to the smallest solopreneur out there, everyone is interested in building an audience. Some people call that brand equity, all right? If you're a big company like Walmart or Amazon, you might call that brand equity, all right? But if you're a small solopreneur like myself, you just call it audience building. Anyways, we're going to get into 3 ways to do it today, but I want to talk about some ways that you probably haven't heard before. I don't want it to cover the stuff that people have already covered. See, I've been audience building for a long time, so I'm quite good at this particular subject. Wait, before I get into this, though, I want to remind you, did you get a free copy of this? All right, this is my little free book, right? It's only 48 pages. It's a quick read. It's got graphs and everything. Get over to epicconversions.com, grab your free copy of this. And if you look on the back, what that says is you get a giveaway license when you pick this up, all right? You're going to love it. It's a quick read. You can read it in like less than a half an hour to 45 minutes. If you're a slow reader like me. But yeah, it's free, man. So get your free copy, all right? It's at epicconversions.com. Now, let's get into this. 3 often overlooked ways to grow your tribe. The first way, bridge the 2 ecosystems. What do I mean by that? So I can't speak for all vendors out there. I can only speak for myself. But what I have noticed in my business is that I have 2 very distinct lanes of content, right? I have paid content and I have free content, you know, and sometimes it feels like never shall the twain meet, you know, and that seems really weird. But the fact of the matter is, I put out a lot of free content in an effort to grow my email list, right? And I'll put free content out there to pull people around me so that they're interested in what I have to say. And I'll offer them free stuff, like I'm offering this free book in an effort to, you know, build my email list, which is my core audience. That's the heart of my audience, my email list. The problem is a lot of that free content, it never makes it back to my email list, which is the heart of my business. You know, it never makes it there because it's like, well, I already have those people on my list. Why do I need to offer all this free content to them? You don't think about it, right? But it serves a different purpose to them, right? When you offer the free content to the people on your email list, it serves the purpose of strengthening the relationship, to help them know, like, and trust you more. So obviously, we want our free stuff to get to the people on our list too. So one way you can kind of bridge this ecosystem, kind of bridge the gap, is by productizing your free content. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, let's say I have a free podcast. This right here, Index Card Insights. It's a free podcast. Okay. I put it out 3 times a week. And on top of that, I put clips of it out also as shorts. Right? So I have a shorts playlist as well. So I got 2 different like little podcasts for Index Card Insights. Now I don't fire off an email to my list 3 times a week for my podcast and then the 4th time for shorts. I don't do that. So what happens is, you know, they miss out on some of that free content. However, what you can do is you can productize your free content. Like, for example, if you got a free podcast, what you can do is you can create a product. A lot of people have like community dashboards. I don't know if you have a community dashboard where people log in to your website and then they can see all the products they've purchased. I use Thrivecart, and Thrivecart has a community dashboard. So when people log in, they can see everything they've purchased. Then they can see all the other stuff they haven't purchased that you've published, right? So what you do is you productize your free content. Like if you're running a podcast, you create a product for your community dashboard, so your community can see that. And if they click on that product, maybe they'll have to opt in for it, maybe they won't, but they'll get like a playlist of all your free content, all your podcast episodes right there. And by doing this, they have an easy place they can access your free content. And it's in the same place as the products they've purchased from you, right? So this is really, really helpful. It's a nice way to do it. Another way to kind of bridge the gap of the ecosystem between free content and paid content is when you're selling products, to put in your recommended resources section your free content. Like, hey, check out, here's my podcast. Or, hey, I run a blog, check it out here. Make sure you're putting links to your free content so people, when they buy your products, they'll go and they'll click on that stuff and they'll find your free content. That's one great way to do it. It's not as bad the other way, right? Because with the free content, generally, you are talking about your paid stuff. But with the paid content, sometimes you forget to talk about your free stuff, right? Because you think, well, what's the point of that, man? They've already bought something from me. They're already my customers. Why do I have to talk about the free stuff? That's to get people to come buy stuff from me. But the thing about it is, what you have to remember is that free content is valuable to them too. It helps strengthen the relationship. It helps build that, that trust. So it's good to bridge the ecosystem between the free content and the paid content. So anyways, that's one way to do it. All right. So let's talk about another way to, grow your tribe in a kind of often overlooked way. So the second thing you can do is you can offer giveaway rights on your free lead magnets. Like when you're doing a lead magnet, like if you do like a special report or something, like this right here, nice little 48-page special report. Well, this has giveaway rights. If you look on the back of it, it comes with giveaway rights, right? So when people get the digital version of this, it comes with a giveaway license. That means they can actually use this to gather leads. They can use it as a lead magnet, which is pretty cool. And what it does is it helps to grow your tribe, because now you got other people spreading the word about you, right? The key with this, with the giveaway rights, is you don't want to let people change your stuff, right? Because you need the branding in there so that you can grow your audience, right? Now, they get the free content that they can use that's going to help them grow their audience, and that they can use it for their stuff, free content for like membership sites or whatever. But you also get to grow your audience from it. There's brand equity in that because your face is on it, your stories are in it, your name's all over it. So you get the brand equity. So now you got other people going out there and spreading your word. They're going out there and they're spreading your brand around for you. And all you had to do was give them a license to give your stuff away, right? So that's what you're doing anyway. You're giving your stuff away already. So why not give other people a license to give it away? That's all that's going to do, is spread your equity around. It's going to give you more equity. And it's just a really good way to grow your tribe. And it's not something people talk about a lot. So what's another thing that you can do to grow your tribe that people don't talk about a lot? What you can do is you can shout out other people in your space, other content creators, other people in your niche who are putting out free content, who are doing things online, the movers and the shakers. You don't aim for people like way, way higher than you that are never even going to notice that you're shouting them out. They get people shouting them out all the time. But what about the people who have audiences, maybe at your level, maybe a couple steps ahead of you, but like they're doing great things, and you shout them out? But you don't just shout them out. What you want to do is you want to find a piece of cool free content that they put out. You want to talk about that free content, and you want to shout them out. You want to give people a link back to that content. And what you want to do is you want to add your 2 cents to that content. Like if they gave 5 ways to increase open rates, or if they give 3 ways to, get more leads, or whatever, what you want to do is you want to shout that content out, you want to summarize it, and then you want to add to it, right? Because that makes your content valuable to people, but it also shouts out the original. And then what you want to do after you do that is you want to go over to their content. You want to leave a comment, and you want to tell them, hey, man, I love this content. This is awesome. It really helped me a lot. I shouted you out on my whatever, on my YouTube channel or on my page or on my blog or whatever. You don't drop a link to that. You got to be a little bit more subtle than that. You don't drop a link to it. You just let them know, hey, I shouted you out, man. You're awesome, you know. And by doing that, what's going to happen is, they're going to go check it out because people's favorite subject is themselves. That's scientifically proven. But also their audience is going to see your comment. They're going to see that your comment is valuable. If you have added 2 cents to the conversation, and what they're going to do is they're going to go over and check out your content as well. So this is going to start to, help you kind of grow your audience, based on other people's audiences that are in the same kind of niche. Anyways, that's 3 ways to do it, okay? In summary, bridge the ecosystem between paid and free content. 2, giveaway rights on your free stuff. 3, shout outs and adding 2 cents to other people's content. All 3 very powerful, all 3 under the radar ways to grow your tribe. Be sure to get over to Epic Conversions, get your free copy of 12 Secrets. You're going to love it. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please give me a thumbs up, share it with someone you think it might help. If you haven't liked this podcast, I thank you for watching this long, and I'll see you on the next episode of Index Card Insights.